Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Techno Mediums Paranormal 1111, where we talk to heaven. You got Amy Strange, and I have not been outside with my devices in a while. I can stay here about 15 minutes before somebody will tell me to get. So let's see what we can pull up. My devices are cold. It's only been outside a minute. Let's see. So I got the image maker on, and you're looking at the exit to the harbor where I grew up, and we'll go with the Spirit Talker because it will give us the words. Okay, I'll be able to show you the words. So I'm going to put that right here for now. In front of me, it's cold out there. Really freaking cold. Maybe 30. And I'm not partial to 30. You won't see the boats coming and going very much unless the lobster boat comes in. They do go out in this weather. God bless them. And I always say, quite a few of them are out because they're not in their moors. I always say, when you pay that really high price for lobster, that's why they go out in the freezing cold and risk their lives for you. The stern of their boat is wide open, so they earn that extra money you pay for lobster. Okay. Now, I've got the Spirit Talker on, and it's cold, and it doesn't seem to be able to pick anything up, which is unusual. I think we have less internet because the summer people have left, so their homes are not projecting the internet like they do in summertime. I have been calling to certain people. I want to talk.
There's more of us.
Are there? Good. Well, thank you for coming through. I am Pilot? Okay. I just got Aviator on the other Spiritbox. And I didn't save it, so I'm not sure it'll be there. Pilot, could you give me Aviator like you gave me a minute ago? Now I do get Amelia, and I have a screenshot of quintessential mystery aviator. Who else could that be when she gives her name? So, I've also gotten Her Highness Diana Spencer. The name, Diana Spencer. I called her Her Highness one day, and she said thank you. So, yeah, I'll be here for about 15 minutes, so spirits, come on. Come on, come on.
Struggle.
It's a struggle? Well, try this. Try imagining, because that's what you're working with, your imagination, your consciousness. Try imagining where you want to go in vivid detail. Who you want to hear, who you want to talk to. You want to hear your mom talking and see her making cookies, go sit in her kitchen. Visualize that. Imagine that. And then wish it with all your heart. And you should end up there. You can go past, present, or future, you know. The spirit realm does not have the limitations that we have here. I have been asking my spirit guide, the predominant one.
Imagination.
Yes, isn't that what I was just talking about? See how that works? Nicely done, Spirit. Nicely done, yes. Use your imagination. See, on Earth, they try to downplay the imagination because it's so powerful. I'm telling you, it's how you get around. Okay? Well done. Well done. Not often I get such a clear response to what I was talking about. I do appreciate that. Can I have your name? I had called upon someone we all know and love. I asked my spirit guides to find George Carlin. And I asked him to come in with George C. So let's keep that in mind for future, because they don't have time. So I could ask now and get a response in a week. And he thinks he's on time, you know. Edgar, hi, I don't know an Edgar. Are you the person who's the pilot? Who I asked for the name? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for responding with your name. I try to, you know, you don't want too much dead air time. But a lot of times I'll talk over them because I don't sit and be quiet for a minute. How's everything going on the spirit realm side? It is turning into hell on earth as the 3D world collapses here.
Equality.
We are striving for equality, yes. That's part of the 5D world, right? And the 3D world does not like equality. They want kings, nobles, money, people, and peasants who do all the work. We got that part. We got that. Absolutely. So, anyway, who do I have with me? Who's the pilot? Is that Edgar? Edgar, were you a World War II pilot? I got a thing here you can send pictures. I haven't been paying it any mind, and I can see there is a picture there. Edgar, could you send me a picture of your plane? That'd be great. I cannot tell what that is. But apparently it has not been dinging. It's been, you know, making its pictures quietly. I will choose one for a thumbnail or something like that. I'll see them when I go over the video before I post it. Equality, yes. Edgar, tell me more about yourself. Please.
I was so scared.
You were so scared? Were you in World War II? Were you a pilot in World War II? And maybe were you in the... I'm seeing you in the turret. Were you in the turret? Getting shot at? That's how I see you. I see the plane in my imagination, and I see you in the turret. So valiant, so brave. It's okay to be scared. Courage is doing it anyway. Doing what has to be done anyway. So no, you were not cowardly. You were in that turret no matter how scared you were. I'm so sorry that we're still fighting that same horrible energy. But I'm proud of you, just as we're proud of all our soldiers. Are you an American soldier? I have one who comes in as RAF. And I'm pretty sure I know who that person is. If you need some energy, let's see. I have a battery in this. Let's see if oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on over to this and grab a little energy, okay? Just bump up against that silver circle right there and see if you can make it work. I have things you can make move.
Patty.
Hi, Patty. Patty rests about a mile offshore here. He's a dear friend of mine from, my first years of high school, I guess. I was probably 12 when I met him. That's what it was. I was 12. He was like 15. And he was a gentleman. He would not mess around with a 12-year-old, you know, because he had morals. And so he comes to visit me, and I guess he uses his family name for me. His name is Patrick, and I loved him when I was young for being that gentleman. because many more were not. So he was special because he treated me like a lady when others did not. Unless, of course, Patty is our pilot. And
Talk.
we are talking, aren't we? Isn't that neat? Isn't that fascinating that we can talk? I got Edgar and Patty, and I don't know who's who. But we're having a nice little chat. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but every winter, something called a dredger comes into the harbor and digs out all the muck that flows in on the tide, I guess.
Street.
We're on a street, yeah. We're on a street. We're at the end of a street, sitting in a turnaround. So, yeah, he's right. You're right. If I move this, it's probably not going to go back. So I'll just try to do it this way. There's the street. Just so you know. And that's the dredger. To get it ready for next summer. Because these months will fly by.
You came back.
Yes, I did. I always come back. I love it here. This is one of my very favorite spots.
Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. Are you from school, Marianne? And if so, I'm sorry. Because that means that you got some kind of a disease. Are you Marianne McHugh? Or are you one of the spirit helpers? They always start with Marys. Marianne, Mary Ellen, Rosemary. They love the name Mary, so I assume the angels that help other spirits to get where they need to go.
Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. Well, maybe that is Marianne McHugh, but she spelled it differently. Marianne spelled it Marianne, as I recall. Friend from school. Don't be afraid to come back. This is
young.
We were young, yes. We were young, that's right. We were friends when we were young. Yeah. Okay. That works. Here's my guy who is the black shadow guy walking through the flames. I got about 3 pictures of him now. And he illustrates what's going on now. That we're all walking into the flames and we don't know what's going to happen. And our wonderful country has been put at risk.
My name is Irene.
Hi, Irene. Irene is relevant. I am a spiritualist. Irene is the pastor of the church
Significant.
that I attended to, that I went to. And she is significant. I think she's become one of my...
You are free.
Thank you. Are we going to stay free?
You are beautiful.
Thank you, Irene. I think Irene has realized she overlooked somebody who she was supposed to teach. She is the pastor of the spiritualist church that I used to attend. She and her husband are in spirit now. I think, because they come together. They come in together. And I think they've realized that I had some skills that needed to be developed. And they overlooked it, mostly because I couldn't afford the classes.
Agony.
If you couldn't afford the classes, you couldn't go. And I couldn't afford the classes. So there is a team on the other side who I used to go to church with. A dear friend, Frank. Dear friend, David. Charles. And Irene. And I think they're trying to help me now because they didn't realize fast enough that they were supposed to help me then. So, it's okay. Who's in agony? What agony? What do you mean by agony? Other people want my spot here. I really appreciate you guys coming through. And I know you're going to help keep the United States free and safe. And I'm so sorry for what the people running the United States are doing.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Marianne, Patty, or Edgar. Patty, are you Patrick? It's really hard to discern sometimes. I think he's my dear friend from when I was 12. And it took me a while to get him to come through. Anyway, so we had a nice little chat here. We did good. I told the spirits that in order to function without a body, they needed to start using their imagination to imagine things as clearly as if they were reading a story. And they said imagination. So that was awesome. Then we got pilot. And I usually get a little more than pilot. I usually get...
I'm guilty.
What are you guilty of? Is that why you're in agony? Because you're guilty of something? Excuse me for sniffing, but I got a little teary.
Rose.
Got a little teary-eyed there. Hi, Rose. Are you my relative, Rose? Are you family? I have a relative, a couple relatives that are from Scotland, and I found them last year, a few towns away. Rose and Robert Dunbar. So I'm wondering if this is that Rose. There is also a Rose who comes from the motels in Nevada, the haunted motels out there. She likes to come and see the seashore. And she will come through and bring me train tracks, because that's how she would have traveled here when she was alive. Let's see, what else did we get? I was talking. They said street. Sometimes we play what do you see? They said street. I showed you the street. You came back, because I come here quite often. So yeah, we had a nice little chat. Spirit, I'm going to say goodbye now. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Thank you so much. You helped me have a nice video. I'll have to check the pictures because it's kind of glary out here and I can't really see them.
Bang.
Bang? Uh-oh. Okay, bang has something to do with what? I'm guilty. Did you shoot somebody? And you're in agony because you're stuck in limbo? Is that the problem? You have to make up for what you did. There's another picture. I can see a little bit of blue sky. I don't know, maybe a front porch or some kind of portico or something. Looks almost like what are those stone things they have out in like England and stuff? A dolmar? 2 stone sides and a stone top that are supposed to be burial markers. All right, guys, you did real good. Thank you so much. Amy Strange with Techno Mediums Paranormal 1111, where we talk to heaven. Until next time, stay safe. Follow your joy. Do not let what's going on in the world destroy your joy. We'll get through it. Until next time, I'll be back.
Wrath.
Wrath. You're angry? I know, we're all angry. We're all angry about what's going on in the world. Until next time, thank you for popping in. I'll be back.
10,
Now you don't want me to go. See, when you start signing off, oh, there's a slightly scary looking child. When you start signing off, they decide they don't want you to go. Were you 10? All right, one more minute, okay? Tell me what you want to tell me. What did you want to tell me? While we're waiting, I would like to acknowledge the First Lights people of southeastern Massachusetts, the Wampanoags, the Patuxets, Massachusetts, and quite a few others that I would have to look up to recite. They deserve recognition because between 1616 and 1619, the year before the Pilgrims arrived, somebody came over and brought the plague and killed 90% of the native people with disease. Does that sound like a land grab? Like a nowadays land grab to you? Does to me. And it wasn't the first time somebody brought poisoned blankets to a people in the United States. So, with that, I'm going to say, until next time, thank you so much to my tried and trues and my brand news and everybody who stops on by, checks out my shorts. Please remember to leave me a comment, a like, a subscribe, maybe even a share if you found something that clicked for you.
the land.
Yes, we were talking about the land. I can't make this run forever, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, Amy Strange, I'll be back.